So for step 19, attaching the RC equipment. Well, you can see for the main deck, they're showing you putting the ESC down with double-sided tape. Then we need to attach the on-off switch with some screws. And because this is a Tamiya speed controller, that won't be a problem. If you've got the hobby wing, you would end up wanting to attach this with double-sided tape or attach it to the hobby wing ESC, because there is a way of clipping it in. Now, you can see here in the second diagram, they're showing the receiver being squished basically in between this. But because we've added the secondary deck, I'm just going to add it to the top one. So I need to try and figure this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do this, and then I'll show you what I've done, and we can move on to the next step. So here's what I've ended up doing. So I've put the receiver switch right there as it's supposed to go. There is an on-off switch sticker, which I'll probably put on. And then the cables, I've got it fed through the hole here. And then the ESC, I put in with the double-sided tape as they suggest. But you can see with that bottom deck, I just have the ESC and the on-off switch. On the top deck, which could be used for a transponder, I've put the receiver. And like I mentioned, I didn't want it looking like that, where you have all three together, because that would end up having to be attached probably with the double-sided tape or something, and all squished together, which I wasn't sure I wanted, because I also want the ability to use this receiver on other things. And so I've done my usual thing where I've got it down by Velcro, and so I can just take that on and off as I please. And so you've got a nice break between this and this, and it's out of the way, and it's easy to access. So you can see here that the cables are running underneath the second shelf, basically, and these will end up getting strapped down in the next step here, and this needs to curl around to the front because the battery box cable comes over the top to connect with this. And then of course I'm going to need to clean up the wiring as well, because this needs to be plugged in to the receiver at some point too. But I got to figure that out. But overall, I'm happy with that. So I've just got the switch there, the ESC right beside it, and then the receiver on the top. So step 19 is complete. So we're going to move on to now step 20, and we're going to attach the gearbox. So this is really starting to take shape.